Hang on. Sarah, I'll be there in a second.
I think he's already had it.
10,000 steps. I got it. 10,000 steps. Okay. Greetings.
Look, hello.
Welcome to
catch your breath.
a lovely, lively Lattes with Lorimer. How about that, eh? 5 L's.
Here we are. I'm actually really glad you asked me to have this drink with you, to sit with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's been something that I've been wanting to do
Oh,
for
God.
a really long time.
Oh, God.
Will you?
Oh, God.
Would you please sign my Pete Lorimer CD?
Where did you find this?
I save everything. Good, so you're lucky there's no pictures.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I have this, but then not because you have it, but you did something for this one too.
I sang on this one,
yeah.
I think. Oh, no, electronic, you've got this.
I love electronic.
What's your name? That's funny. I worked on both these records almost a decade apart.
Now I knew your handle 29
You don't really
palms,
want to sign it,
but what I did not really, but don't ruin it. But no, you can.
Don't ruin it.
You can. But I knew the 29 palms.
This is about you, not me.
But the Minge Binge.
Wow, I
There's
forgot.
a bunch of those.
Yeah, Minge Binge.
I think I have a new nickname for you.
Oh,
now.
don't, please don't. Wow. Minge Binge. I forgot.
That's one of my boss's handles.
That's one of my handles. Does anybody out there know what Minge Binge is? Do you?
I do, actually.
Oh, God. Oh, God. It's all... My past is just all caught up with me in this moment.
It's a good surprise. It's a good surprise.
Kind of.
It's good.
Kind of. Some of these are good, actually.
I know. Some of them are moonshine. Where I was.
Daniel Ash. That was a good
That's
one.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this party
I've
started.
got an original track here.
Ooh, look out!
Maybe you do need to sign it. Probably Sharpie.
Okay.
Think about it.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for joining us this week. We'll see you on another Lattes with Lorimer next week. All right. Well, I'm glad we got the... Actually, I'm really thrilled.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Moving on.
Dug through stuff for you today.
Moving on. Sarah Allison, my mate, my fellow raver.
I know. I should have dressed up.
I am dressed up.
I mean, like for the rave, we should have worn like our old
glow sticks
outfits and stuff. What
Bunny
we used to
outfits?
wear.
What we?
Yeah, like some big jean jeans
Wow.
and like some little like the royal we, not like us.
Okay, I thought you meant you saw me there, like with a dummy in and a cat in the hat on and
pacifier.
Yeah, the 90s were glorious. They were glorious.
Good times.
What you remember of them? Okay, so it's a nice seamless transition between rave and real estate to ours.
Yes.
So Sarah. Are you from San Diego?
Yeah, originally I'm from San Diego. I lived up in LA for about 15 years, cruised down for a couple years, did a little bit of my real estate training down there, and now I'm back.
But you grew up in San Diego?
I did. I grew up in San Diego. Yeah.
Okay,
lived
nice.
in Santa Barbara for a little while too, so all over Southern California.
Closer? Okay. All right, I'm out.
No, you're fine.
Okay, easy. So another well-scripted, planned-out Lattes with Lorimer is occurring to to Matthew Weinberg out there who's watching. All right, so let's get into it. You were at Moonshine Records. For those of you who don't remember or don't know what Moonshine Records is, Moonshine Records was ahead of their time.
We were the largest independent label at the time in like the early 2000s, kind of in the heyday, the end of the first wave of what now they call EDM,
and we just called house music, dance music.
I mean, there were several genres.
Yeah, there were. And you knew them all.
We did.
And so Moonshine was this fantastic record label owned by two British boys, Steve and John Levy, who were groundbreaking and brought the kind of European sound into the United States and had some killer acts. And that's where I met Sarah. She was working there.
I was working there. That's right. I was Steve's assistant for a while and used to come in. I used to load you up with promos. You
load me up with promos and caffeine.
And save some of the promos I received from you.
That's funny. So, how did you transition? I mean, you've got 2 children?
I do. I have 2 little boys.
2 little boys.
Yes.
How did you transition from you were here, you were in San Diego,
yeah.
you know, people want to hear this.
All that good stuff. Well, I wanted to, when I was young,
cheers, by the way.
Babe. Oh, yes, cheers. When I was young, I was 18 or so, I wanted to be in music. Music was all I wanted to do. I didn't know how to get into it, so I started trying to get backstage at shows. And I did that in San Diego where I lived, and I would go down to like the big venues down there and just talk to people. Just talk to everybody. Talk to every crew guy I saw coming out, everybody. Started seeing the same people. And one guy, there was a show I couldn't get back at, 9 Inch Nails show. And this guy was like, I always see you back here. How come you're not back here? And I was like, I don't know. So he brought me back. And at the end of the show, he's like, what are you trying to do? I'm like, I want a job. And he gave me a job. So I started working for House of Blues concerts down in San Diego. And they had, like, you know, all the big venues down there, the big 20,000 seat venue and Cox Arena and open air. And I did that for a few years, started going on some tours, which brought me up to LA. I was hired by Madonna's people to do the Reinvention tour. But then September 11th happened. And so the tour was canceled. So I got that nice cozy label job at Moonshine and did production for a little while, and then found a musician to settle down with and have some kids, and then I got a divorce, and here I am.
Okay. That's the abridged version. So with us having more than a thread, a freaking blanket of creative as a company, and plus we go way back.
Yes.
I'm thrilled that you are here. I love you to bits. I think you are, you know, the life and soul.
So excited to be here. I followed you over the years. When I was down in San Diego, I started working at Keller Williams after, you know, and I started working again after taking so much time off to be with kids. I realized that I'd always had a passion for, you know, architecture, real estate, and people, you know, and I just thought this would be such a great way to actually do something I enjoy.
So to the moms out there, right, because there's a lot of moms who had kids and the kids are now in school and maybe now they've got a little bit of time, or dads, single parents, whatever, or not single parents, but stay-at-home dad, stay-at-home mom, so you get the picture, trying to be PC here. Well, I am PC, anyway, stop.
People that have birthed,
yes,
created life.
Or not necessarily.
Or have... Boy, there's a lot of, like, qualifiers.
There are, aren't there?
Are there children in your home? Do you care for them?
So if you are, like, you've raised your baby, there were babies and now they're children. Okay, I'm going to try and dig myself out of this one.
Children from unknown origin.
Children from the origin of you. Okay? They're now in schools.
Yes, they are. They're in your kids' school, actually.
They're in my kids' school, which we won't mention. Otherwise then you'll kill us.
Absolutely.
How do you balance momdom with real estate?
Well, right now, it's been great because in my neighborhood, I take my kids out and take my dog out every day. I meet so many people. I have between having kids and working real estate, it's a perfect marriage because I'm always talking to people, getting out there, meeting people, and you just never know. I'm always out. I'm always doing stuff with the kids. I'm super active, so I just run.
Yeah, you are.
Run across everybody, yes, and I love LA. I'm like absolutely in love with LA again since I moved back. So pretty much every spare minute, I'm just kind of acting like a tourist.
And you need to pop over and see, not to do a shameless self-plug, but you need to see the Studio City office.
I'm going to go tomorrow.
Where do you go today?
I might till 6. You guys are open?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I will go on after then.
Yeah, pop in. It's really beautiful.
Oh, I will. Yeah, I've been dying for it.
Sarah lives in Studio City. I live in Studio City. We have a new office in Studio City, which you will be gracing.
I will. Just, actually my little doggy daycare is right next door, so it's a perfect excuse.
So let's talk about, I always like to talk about this, because real estate, it's a given, we're a real estate company. I like to talk about bucket lists. Where have you not been that you will go before you perish?
I haven't been anywhere. I used to be a flight attendant, and I'm like the least.
Oh, you've been everywhere.
I've been everywhere for like a second. Like I didn't like get off the plane. You know, like you guys want to go sky, like I can't even. But yeah, no, I haven't been anywhere. I had back when I was a flight attendant, I had to work so much, I didn't get to travel, so my family used my benefits, and I didn't really go anywhere.
So where would you go?
I've been dying to go to Europe. I've been dying to go everywhere. I've been California pretty much.
Okay, so I own
I need to get
an alien ship. I'm about to abduct you in a week. Mm-hmm. You can go to 3 cities before you go. Where would they be?
Okay, I want to go to the Cinque Terre in Italy.
I don't know where
because it's gonna be gone. I mean the whole. You know, yeah.
What's the Cinque Terre?
It's like these 5 cities. The Cinque Terre. It's Italian for like 5 cities, like on the edge of like a cliff, and they're really nice, and you can't really get to them except for because it's old streets and Europe and history and they're small. But yeah, I want to go there. That's where the matriciana dish comes from that I really love. And then I love to cook too.
Okay.
And then where else? I don't know. Probably where you're from.
Britain.
Yeah.
Take an umbrella.
Yeah, why not?
And a positive attitude.
But really, you could just put me in an airplane in a blindfold and just drop me anywhere. And
Oh, well, that's
super
nice.
stoked to go anywhere.
Let's talk about the future. Plans for the future. Where do you see yourself? Hopefully here, but if it's not, that's fine too. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah, probably will still be here farting around doing another maybe 5th anniversary edition of Lattes with Lorimer.
Oh yeah. By the way, you have started year 2 of Lattes with Lorimer, so big round of applause from everybody in there.
Confetti, where's the confetti?
Yeah.
Later.
I see it.
Oh.
You see it?
Yeah.
So congratulations for being guest 1 of year 2.
But yeah, I mean, I will still be here. My kids are in school in Studio City. I am here to stay in LA. I just want to just start cranking, and I want everybody in Studio City to know my name.
Yeah, well, they will now. So just for everybody out there, right? Yes, of course, this is self-promotion for PLG and the agents. But I have to go on record and say Sarah is an absolute doll. She's super smart. She knows her way around this city. She's straight as an arrow, and she's a good old giggle. If you're looking for a gaff, which is British for house, you could do far, far worse than this young lady, because she's absolutely fabulous, and I love and adore you to pieces. There, I said it. And I love and adore that you brought these.
Tissues with Lorimer.
Okay! All right, and on that note, we now stand up, we embrace. Oh, before you go, how can people find you? Instagram handle.
Yes. Instagram, Sarah Allison Homes. You can find me on Facebook, Sarah Allison Homes. Email me, Sarah at plgestates.com.
All right, amazing. Big round of applause. Woo! Nice job, darling.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you for tuning in for Lattes with Lorimer. We will have another agent next week, guest, and it will be fabulous and scripted, and everything will be laid out and
Just
ordered.
like usual.
Just like
normal.
usual.
Yeah.
Until then, I'm going to get a few more steps in. Toodaloo.